Are you ready? It's a capybara. I don't understand what's on the top of his head though. Yellow and green floofy something. I'm not sure what that is, but so I got that. Well, hi friends. Welcome to Torina in the Making, where I make things and I also share things that are making me. So I'm Torina, which I guess it would be weird if I weren't Torina because, yeah. I decided to start a YouTube channel. I don't know if any of you have felt this way, but I'm in my early 50s and you start to try and figure out who am I? Because so much of my life has been based on my job, and that's where I found my identity and kind of my self-worth, really. And I have been on a leave of absence from work for 3 months now, and now I'm starting a sabbatical period. I was just recently caring for my mom, who passed away in April, and I just need some time to recoup and rejuvenate. And so one of the things that I have come to realize is that I create things. This is what I do. This is who I am. Even in my job, I love building new systems and creating things. And so, but I am a knitter and a crocheter, and I have interest in other crafty type things. And so I thought it would be interesting to talk about that journey with you all, because the reality is I believe we were all created to be creative. And some of us might not think that we're creative, but I think it's a really good outlet for us to stretch ourselves and get outside our comfort zone sometimes. So we will explore that in the coming vlog episodes. So today I'm working on this cardigan. I started this last September when my youngest child left for college, and I just wanted something to mark that time. Well, guess what? My child is coming home in just a few days. Actually, a couple days after finishing their first year of university, and I am not done with this cardigan. It's kind of in a shrug state, so I'm gonna work on that some, but I have to actually wind some yarn. That's part of why it has been sitting in this state, because I have 2 skeins of this beautiful yarn that I have not wound up, and so that's what I have to do. This yarn, I bought this yarn in the town where they are going to school, and it's called, and I don't have my glasses on, welcome to your 50s, Leviathan Fibers. It's blue-faced Leicester, I don't know. I should know, but I don't. Wool, and it's a sport weight, and it's this really pretty color. I don't think that my overhead camera captures the color accurately, but it is kind of a chartreuse. It's a lighter green blended with this black. It's really beautiful. And the colorway I thought was fun. It's called Root of the Matter. So, but this particular yarn, it's 246 yards and 100 grams. So anyway, I love it. It's been fun to work with, but I gotta wind it up. So we're gonna wind up some yarn, and then I'm gonna talk about some other things that we're gonna do together. Because if you notice, look behind me, this is really, really boring. And so I have some ideas, and I thought we could kind of put that together. So that's what we're gonna do today. So for now, let's watch a yarn winding montage and see how that goes. You'll probably see me futzing and moving things around because it never goes perfectly. It just doesn't. So, all right, let's wind this yarn. the Swift has to be over here. Which, better? Nope. Now we're gonna move the winder. This is so ridiculous. A lot of other crafters that have podcasts, I feel like they have it all together and they know exactly what they're doing, and that's really great for them. And I love watching them because it is aspirational and they do give me ideas about how to do things, but I feel like, have you ever watched the show Nailed It? They show them this elaborate cake and then they have to, and it's these amateur bakers who have to then duplicate it. And it's always a disaster. I feel like I'm like that a lot of the time. Now, I do feel really good about my crochet and knit skills when I'm making something because I am a perfectionist, but if I'm trying something new or things like this that are not exciting to me, I just feel like I'm a little bit of a disaster. So I go, nailed it. Anyway, okay, let's see if this works. All right. It's so nice. It's my favorite kind of cake. Well, no, I like chocolate cake too, but. All right, so now that I have my two cakes, I will work on this a little bit later, but I wanted to talk about my thoughts for the wall behind me. So I have gathered up a few things around my home that are things that I have created, and so those will go on the wall behind me. But I know I'm gonna need more because I kind of want it to be full, and like these shells need to move and all that kind of stuff because they're not in the right place. And so we'll figure that out as we go. So what I was thinking is I'm kind of, because I've been on a leave of absence for so long, while I was caring for my mom, there was a large portion of time that she didn't need a lot. She just needed my presence to like help her make meals and help manage her. She was on oxygen for the last few months, and so managed the oxygen tube and things like that. So she didn't need a whole lot until really the last couple weeks. She needed hands-on a lot, but I knitted and crocheted a lot in that time, and so I thought it would be fun to go to hit Michael's. I often go to Michael's and I end up buying yarn, and I don't need yarn. I would love to try a new craft. So they have a number of these really cute little kits for various things, like punch needle, I think is what it's called. Latch hook, which I have done recently, but I kind of want to try something new, another pattern. And then paint by number. I do not consider myself a painter at all. In fact, I feel very inadequate in that. And so I feel like when we feel that way about certain things, that maybe if we have something that holds our hand through it a little bit more, that it gets us a little braver. Like we get a little more courage, and then we can try things that maybe we might not be good at. I tend to not do things unless I know I can do them well. And so, and there's lots of reasons for that. But I think I want my hand held a little bit so that I can try something new. So they have a number of these little kits. I want to try them. I might give my hand at diamond art painting. I think that's what it's called. So I thought, let's go to Michael's. And I have one just a few minutes from my house. Let's go see what fun kits we can find. And then I'll decide what I'm going to make with you. and then maybe you can help me decide what to make next. And then at some point, I'm gonna put this wall together. So I might have to split this into a couple different videos because this feels like a lot. But that's me. I always underestimate how long something is gonna take. So let's figure out in real time, like, how long is it gonna take me to go shopping and maybe do a project? Let's go see what we can find and do a little shopping. So, first, I did a paint by number kit. So this guy. Get another paint by numbers because I thought this was cute. And this was $3. Punch needle kit. Look at this cute llama. I just thought that was funny. Then I got this cute little cross stitch kit. Now, and when I say little, it's like 3.5 inches. I was trying to be realistic in that I want to be able to finish something. And then if I really enjoy something, then I can get a bigger project for later. But trying to be realistic, at least in this arena. You'll see where I may have not been realistic in a moment. Okay. All right. Then I found an embroidery kit. This cute little bumblebee. So cute. This is also just 3.5 inches. I'm sure I could finish that pretty quickly. I think. And then this I had to get. It will go on a shelf. Are you ready? It's a capybara. It's so cute. I don't understand what's on the top of his head though. He's got like yellow and green floofy something on his head. So I'm not sure what that is, but so I got that. Okay. I may have gotten a little ambitious. However, I think I can do this in bite-sized pieces and I think it will be okay. So I got diamond art. But I got this one that is different cacti, I think. Oh no, just plants. They're plants. I don't think there's not even a cacti in there. Various succulents, it looks like. There's 6 in here. And each one is 4 by 6 inches. So I felt like I would get this sense of completion every time I finished one. So one thing I haven't mentioned is I have ADHD. So I am very aware of my need for dopamine because my body needs it. My brain needs it. So I'm trying to find healthy ways to do that isn't just binge watching Netflix or buying yarn or something like that. So this feels productive. It's going to provide decor on my wall and I can finish one at a time and get a little excited boost. So that's that. Okay, now this one, I am pretty sure this is too ambitious, but we might just save this for later. We'll see. You guys tell me in the comments how bad you want me to open this, because I'm not going to open it until I open it with you, which means I have to be ready to conquer it. Okay. It's a diamond art mystery kit. Yep. Diamond art mystery kit. So this was like $8 and it's an 11 by 14 size. But when I saw the options, I was like, those are cute. So there's that one, it could be this one, it could be this one, and it could be that one. And honestly, I like them all. So I didn't really care which one I got. So those are all the things that I found at Michael's. I think what we're gonna do today is we're gonna hang up the things that I have, and then when I see you again next, I will do one of these projects. Yeah, all right, so let's start putting up the things that I have, and then see if we can make some progress, because I have some things that I need to do. I have a curtain rod that I'm going to install at the ceiling so that I can hang my current whips. I have, if you don't know, whips means works in progress, and I have a lot of them because, as I mentioned, I am always seeking dopamine hits. And one way that I can achieve that is by starting another project. So I've been trying to be very disciplined now to not start something until I have finished something. So, but I really want to make my way through all of my whips. And that's another reason that I started this channel, is because I think if I'm making them with you, I will be more inclined to want to finish things. So, and maybe hold my interest a little bit more. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna hang them up. They'll be in bags. I don't know if you'll even see them, but I'll show them to you at some point. And then maybe we'll do like a mystery bag and you guys tell me what you want me to work on next, okay? And then I just have to work on it no matter what it is. I think that could be fun. So at some point I'll show you what my projects are, but maybe not show you what bag they're in. Anyway, I'll have to see what creative thing strikes me. So, all right. So for now, let's just get some things cleaned up and get some things looking a little more pretty. All right, let's see how far we can get. Friends, it is 3 days later from when I started working on this wall, and it is right where I left it. I haven't touched it since we were recording that last. It took too long, so we're gonna speed this business up, all right? Okay. Ta-da! I think it's a good start. Definitely not done, but it's a good start. I used things that I already had, things that I've made. I'm gonna probably edit some of these things a little bit. Like I want to add more colors to this pom-pom wreath, and I think I might put pom-poms in this. This little frame here just has scraps from projects that I had done last year, but it doesn't look very exciting, so I think I'm going to change that up. But the structure is there, and then I can fill in with some of the other things that I showed you from Michael's. So the last thing that I wanted to share with you is my sweater. I actually finished the sweater that I showed you at the beginning of this video. I worked on it outside and just got some quality time to finish it. So we did go pick up my youngest kid from college this week and brought them home, and it's been so good to have them home, and yeah, just super proud. And yeah, so I'll share more on that another time. But I finished the Cardi the week that my kid came home from school. So my kid went to college. Cardi is done. So if you take a look here, I had to redo this ribbing, and it's not blocked, so I'll shape it a little bit better, but I had to redo this ribbing like 3 or 4 times, and it's still not perfect, but I think it'll block out. But I just kept getting puckering, and you know what? I didn't count my stitches. The pattern tells you how many stitches you should have. I didn't count them. So that's my problem, not the pattern. And this pattern is Toni Lipsey's French press Cardi, and it's quite delightful because you start actually over here on the sleeve, and then you work your way across, and you're working it back and forth this way without no ribbing, and then till you get over here to this sleeve, and you finish with the ribbing over there, and then you join and then start working the crochet back and forth all the way around, but obviously not in the round. Then you finish with the ribbing on the bottom and then the ribbing around here. I enjoyed this pattern. I might want to make another one. I am not thrilled with this. I can live with. I'm not, it's fine. I was afraid I was playing yarn chicken. I was not. I have almost a full skein of that yarn left. But I joined it and started doing the bottom part of this a little sooner than I should have. So, and I think I did the decreases at a different rate on the sleeves. So the sleeves are a little snug. Again, I'm hoping that that works itself out when I block it. I think to finish this vlog, I'm just gonna try this on so you can see it on me. And then, yeah, even though it's not blocked, I do think it's super cute. So I'm really happy with it and I'm really happy I finished it. So let's take a look. Ta-da! It's so cute. I love it so much. And sometimes these things tend to curl down at the bottom and they're not doing that. So I'm pleased with how I managed that. And pay no attention to the weaves that are the weaves that are not ended in, the ends that are not woven in. I will take care of that before I block it. But yeah, it's super cute. I just love how the pattern changes because of the stitches are going vertical and then down here they go horizontal. So it's just a really clever pattern. So highly recommend. So French press Cardi, done, check. Super excited to have a whip off my hook and another project finished. So, all right, friends, I'm gonna call it for now, and then we will make another video next time. But please don't forget to put down in the comments which of these little guys you want me to make next, because if you give me an opinion, then I'll listen. If you don't give me an opinion, I'll just do what I want, and that's okay. We can do that. There's your choices. Diamond art, capybara, a llama, bee, coffee cup, or just name what craft interests you that you want to see me do. All right? Okay, bye, and get making and get in tune with who you are, you creative person, you. All right, talk to you later. Bye.